Hey guys, welcome back. So glad you're here. So what we're doing today is a 30-minute strong butt. Yeah, we're gonna get those glutes going and firing. So they're larger muscles, so I have a little bit of the heavier weights. Today I'm using my 20 and my 25-pound dumbbells, so kind of your medium to heavier weights. I'm also using my resistant bands for a couple of the exercises. You don't have to. If you don't have them, don't worry about it, but I'm just letting you know that's what I'm using. Don't forget a sweat ton of drink, and let's get this thing rocking. Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to grab your weights and your resistance bands if you wanted it, and you're ready to rock and roll. Let's start with just some butt kicks. Let's just get that quad moving. So we use the posterior side, obviously, when we're looking at the butt, but of course, we're using the opposite side too to control, so we gotta get those quads fired up too. Of course, those hamstrings. Two more. Last one. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna go right here. We're gonna hinge down and then just right back up. Getting that hip moving. Gliding down and pulling forward. Keeping that front leg nice and straight to really get that hamstring and that hip gliding. Last one. And then the other side. Right there. Going. Nice good glides. Oh yeah. Two more. Last one. And then right here, let's just rotate that trunk. We want that trunk moving nicely because it's got to stabilize on the other side. We always talk about if one thing is too stiff, the other thing moves too much. You got to balance that body out. Two more. Last one. And then let's just glide and get those inner thighs moving. Ooh, yeah. A nice good glide. So we're gonna work for 50 seconds with some endurance today with 2 sets for every exercise before moving on. One more on each side. And then we're gonna come right here and we're gonna go down and up. Just getting that lunge, that motion. 2 more. Last one, and hang down there and straighten. Gliding that hip flexor, getting that hamstring. Last one, and we're rotating to the other side. Down and up. Two more. Last one, coming down and straighten. Really getting that hip flexor moving. We want nice proper form for our back and stability. Last one. And then we're gonna go right here in quadruped. And we're gonna do a little bit of a leg lift right here. Just lifting that leg, keeping that foot flexed, and activating that glute. I know you're thinking, well, aren't we working glutes the whole time? We want to make sure that glute is firing and activated and ready to do the work when it's asked. 2 more. And then out to the side. Oh yeah. Now feel like you're lifting your knee, not your leg. Really lift and activate. Keeping that back nice and steady. Last one. And then let's go to the other side. Nice good lift. Really think about squeeze that glute. Squeeze it. And then out to the side. It's not meant to fatigue it. It's just meant to say, hey, wake up. Remember you're going to work today. 2 more. Last one. And then right here in the plank, into downward dog. And then you're going to walk that up. Oh yeah. And then we're just going to do right here. Hinge down and back. Nice glides. 2 more. Last one. Oh yeah. And then we're going to do some big hip circles. And the other direction. And then big hip circles. And the other direction. Okay, so what we're going to start out is we're going to do a nice good wide squat. We're going to be a nice good stance. We're going to have the weight right in the middle. We're going to squat down. We're going to drive back up really with those heels. And then we're going to deadlift it down and come back up. Again, we want to make sure when we're squatting, we drive those hips back. We sit back over those heels, come back up. And then when we deadlift, we hinge right there at those hips and then drive those hips forward as we come. So grab your weights. Let's rock this thing. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Sit down, come up, hinge down, and back up. Okay, so you may be limited a little bit by those hamstrings. You can bend those knees just a little bit, take the tension off of it, but I want it fairly straight, and you just may be limited, and when you feel that tension, drive it back up. Making sure you're driving back that butt when you're doing the squat, and then drive through those heels. You should feel that glute activated when you squat and you bring it back up. Drive through those heels, and then hinge down, and then drive those hips forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, so really drive through those hips. You feel your hips kind of pushing out and pulling up, right? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Finish strong on this. Like I said, only 2 rounds of each activity, but they're a little bit longer. Hinging down, sitting down, driving through those hips. It's really setting that ball right in that socket, giving us good, nice, solid hip placement. It's great for bone development, bone strength. We all want that, especially as we age. 15 more seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, next activity we're going to do is we're going to do a squat. We're going to do a suitcase squat, meaning our weights are going to be to the side, like we're picking up a suitcase, and it's going to be a fairly narrow squat, so it's a little bit smaller than shoulder width apart. You're still going to do the same action. You're going to drive that hip back. You're going to sit down, grab the weight, and come back up, and then go all the way down if you can. Again, you're going to have different mobility, but that's the goal. Grab weights that you can do that with. Whew, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So, similar action, asking for a little bit more range of motion. You may not be able to go all the way to the floor. Go as low as you can. Okay, that narrow squat. Smaller base of support, asking more control. You may have to lower that weight for that nice control. It's also that weight to the side. Again, though, we can see, obviously it's very functional. We use our suitcases. Well, we try to at least. Coming down and back up. Really drive those hips back. You're still sitting right over those heels and driving forward. 10 more seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, asking a little bit more range of motion of that ankle, so it may be a more challenge for you. Okay, last one. 3, 2, 1. Sit down, drive through those. You should be wiggling your toes the whole time. That means all that weight's right on those heels. Really push through those heels. That's what's activating that glute nicely. Keep that trunk upright. No bending forward. Trunk is nice and upright. Like I said, if you need to, drop the weight so you can keep that good form. After this, we're going to go straight to just a regular straight deadlift. Kind of getting some heavier weights out there. 15 more seconds. As you get better, I want you to try to see if you can increase your weight. Okay? Even if that means loading up a suitcase, right? It's powerful for our legs, our bones, our muscles. 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew. Okay, so for the next activity, we're just going to do a regular deadlift. Whew. So we're going to have that regular amount of placement. We're going to hinge right there, and you're going to bend those knees just a little bit, and then we're going to come right back up. So your hamstrings are not going to be your limiting factor. There's going to be that knee bend. You're going to keep that weight right close to your shins. Drive it forward. Same thing. You're sitting back, sitting down, and then driving forward. Okay? Whew. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come up, and you're hinging at that hip. Drop those knees a little bit and then come back up. So your straight legs all the way down until you feel that tension. Bend the knees and slide it right down your shin and then bring it right back up. That weight stays nice and controlled. Your back stays nice and stable. Again, if you have any back pain, it means you need to change that weight up. Not quite ready for it. We have to listen to our body. It's not a bad thing. And there's days where I can lift more than others. It's based off of a lot of things. My sleep pattern, my stress level, what I've done the day before, the fatigue level of where we're at in the workout. You gotta listen to your body. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Last one of these. 3, 2, 1. Down we go. And drive it forward. Nice work. Pull it forward. Come on. Oh yeah. After this, we're gonna do a leg extension. I'm gonna bend over. You can do that at a chair, at a couch. I'm just gonna upright my weight, hinge right over, and do some leg extension. I'm gonna use my light band for that so that I can keep my range of motion. Just kind of picturing what you don't have to. The gravity will be enough. No worries. Come on, 10 more seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So we're right up here, and we're gonna do a nice little leg extension right here, and kicking back. Okay, I'm gonna have my nice light band on that. Like I said, you can use a chair, the couch, whatever works for you. Okay, so you're keeping a nice, good, solid back, and we're kicking back. I'm only kicking back to that neutral where I get nice. I'm not getting way up there, okay? Just to neutral and back. 3, 2, 1. I don't want you to stick with the same leg the whole time. Okay, nice and controlled. Keep those hips facing the ground. Okay, no winking at me. It's got to stay facing the mat. I'm keeping my foot flexed on this. Sometimes I have it pointed, sometimes I have it flexed. It's acting differently. I'm keeping my knee straight and just kind of like kicking it straight back and over. It's also working the other side to stabilize. Oh yeah. We'll do the other side next round. 10 more seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Other side to be even Steven, right? Okay, we'll go this way. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, nice strong core in this, keeping my back nice and steady. And I'm just kicking straight back to that neutral position and coming back. Okay, really think about squeezing your glute. Really think about squeezing it, pushing it together. Okay, as we visualize, we will activate better and more effectively. There is a big difference. Okay, we have a lot of mind and body connection. We want to use it to our advantage. The mind is a powerful thing. Let it help you. 15 more seconds. Oh yeah. And we're going to go to a single leg deadlift. So I'm going to drop my weight just a little bit for that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Get rid of these weights and my band. Okay. So what the next we're going to do is we're going to do one side. Okay. And you're going to do the same thing as we did as on the deadlift, except we're just going to do 90% of that weight's going to be on that leg. We're going to hinge down and come back. Now the leg can be behind you. It can float behind you if you want to try to challenge it a little bit more, or you can do a little bit of moving that leg back and forth as you do it to challenge you that way. Here we go. We're going to do the same side the whole time. Roll it back. 3, 2, 1. So it's the same lift. Oh yeah. Hinge down and drive through that heel. Hinge right through the hip. Drive that hip forward. Oh yeah. Working that side. Okay, nice and controlled. Again, I'm not using my back. My back is being nice and steady as I hinge down. And I'm driving through. That core is being steady to keep my back in that nice, good neutral position. I'm using that hinge through my hip, really working those glutes and that hamstring. Oh yeah. Here we go, 8 more seconds. And then we gotta even speed it and do the other side. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Oh, shake that leg out, right? Okay, roll those shoulders back. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Down and forward. Hinge it and drive it in. Now, like I said, 90% of my weight is on that one leg. The other side is just toe touching for balance. You may have to put a little bit more weight than that depending on where you are with your balance. Don't be discouraged. Just know as we get better with that balance, it's a learned thing. We have to practice it. It doesn't get better on its own. It's a practice thing. That's why we practice it a lot in our activities. We're gonna go down and do some bridge work after this. I'm gonna use a weight and my band. That kind of helps you think about that. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, I'm gonna grab my heavy band. We're gonna do a bridge with the abduction, meaning we're gonna be, so you wanna make sure your bridge is where you can get almost your fingers to touch your body. Your hips are shoulder width apart, and you're gonna lift up to that neutral position, squeezing that glute. And you're gonna just lift out just a little bit and then come back down. 2 pulses and back down. You can add weight to this. You can add a resistance band, but get ready to rock and roll it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dig through those heels, pulse out and back down. Okay? Now, I'm not necessarily digging through my heels, but my weight is on my heels, not on my toes. Okay, and I'm really picturing squeezing that glute at the top. Squeeze it, and then pulse it. If you need to, move those feet up closer so you really get that glute activation. And that shoulder width apart is going to really help you get that abduction activated. And you're controlling it down. I'm not flopping down. I'm controlling it up, and I'm controlling it down. Burn that glute. Burn those outer thigh muscles. That's actually activating your glute too. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, we got one more of those. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, lift and pulse. Just 2 pulses at the top. Again, I'm not hyperextending my hip. I'm getting into that nice, good neutral position. Come on down. The next activity we're going to do is we're going to lay on our stomach and do leg lifts that way. I'm going to maintain this heavier band just to give me a little extra resistance. Again, you can do just gravity. You add it like the resistance band is added like a weight. Okay, it's not necessarily needed. It's just an added resistance and a different way to resist. Kind of targeting the glute a little bit more, the adductors, helping them fire a little bit more effectively. And again, a little more strength. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay. Putting that weight away. I am on my stomach. Okay, and I'm gonna do a nice good lift of the thighs if you can. Okay, not just the legs. It's the whole thing, and 2 kicks out and back down. So I'm gonna squeeze my glutes as I lift, kick out twice, and then come back down. Really picturing again, squeezing those glutes, activating those glutes, making it tough. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, lift, 2 kicks and back. Now I have my knees straight, I have my toes pointed. I am squeezing the glutes to lift and then kick it out twice. Okay, really picture squeezing it as you lift. Okay, picture that's your lift coming from, okay? Oh yeah. Squeeze and lift. We focus a lot on glute muscles because they are really important hip stabilizers, and that's part of what we call the core. So we want them nice and strong and activated. It'll help reduce back. A lot of our hip flexors that are tight are from our glutes not activating and our core having struggles. So we want to really focus on this. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, we got one more of these. Oh yeah. Deep breath. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and kick. Lift and kick. Again, this is just gravity, or you can add a little bit of resistance. Really slowing it down and really making sure you're controlling that. Lift and squeeze and then kick. Like I said, when we picture what we're doing, we're going to be more effective. That mind's going to go, oh, that's what I activate. Then that's going to start translating into our functional activities, which is what we want to keep that healthy, strong back. We want to look good in a swimsuit too. Don't get me wrong. It's all good. 15 more seconds. Or good in your jeans too, right? 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, done with the resistance band. Ooh, yeah. Okay, off that goes. Okay, and I'm gonna take the weights. We're gonna do some single leg bridge shoot throughs. Okay, so we're gonna have the weights right here. We're gonna set our bottom right between them, and we're gonna do one leg, and we're gonna bridge up into kind of that tabletop, and then we're gonna shoot our butt right through and back up. Now, you may not be very talented with that yet. That's okay. You may be able to just sit down and bridge up. That's okay too. We're gonna stick with one side at a time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna sit up in that nice tabletop, shoot your bottom through, and then come back up. Oh yeah, it's a very good strong core workout, and then it's also a good, obviously, butt workout. Lift through that heel and squeeze that glute to get yourself up, and then control it down. Oh yeah, kind of feel like a gymnast a little bit. As close as I'm gonna get to being a gymnast. 15 more seconds. Always looks so great on the Olympics, and I think, yeah, that looks good. And it's like, no, I cannot do that. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Other side. Even Steven it. Oh yeah. You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift up and then shoot through. Okay. Really just, I'm not using my toes at all. My heel is controlling up and that lift, and then controlling it back. And then I'm using those abdominals to control myself up and back down. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so the last 2 activities are going to be kind of the same. We're just going to focus on one side for 2 rounds and then the other side for 2 rounds. Okay, no weight, no resistance band. Just nice and controlled, focused work. 15 more seconds. We're going to be in quadruped position for it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Get rid of the weights. Get rid of your bands. None of that's needed on this one. Okay. So we're going to be in quadruped, keeping our hips facing down the whole time. We're going to have our knee flexed, and we're going to lift that leg up to neutral. We're going to extend our leg and point our toe. We're going to kick it out to the side. We're going to bend the knee. We're going to come back down. So it's a circle, but we're going to lift, extend, lift, and back down. Okay, so all the same side for 2 rounds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So foot is flexed, leg is flexed. Then you're going to point the toe in the knee. Then you're going to point it out. Then you're going to bend the knee and bring it down. Okay, working the hip and that glute to control it. Ooh, yeah. Lift, kick, then kick out, and then bend the knee and bring it down. Okay, working the hamstring, working obviously the glute to hold that And we're really working the glute a lot on the other side to control our body and stabilize. Takes a lot of focus to remember when you're kicking, when you're bending. So you're lifting, kicking, and then kicking out and bend. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more on that side. Oh, yeah. Just when you get it down, and then we'll flip sides. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift, kick, kick out, bend, and down. Really picturing that glute and that hip stabilizing and controlling. Slow it down so you're really controlled. Okay, that slow positioning makes you control and not use any momentum. It's all muscle control. Oh yeah. Now, if you want a little bit extra cardio today, I'm going to link a 10-minute little kickbox hit. Okay, it'll be quick in and out. If you want to add that in, that'll be linked below, just so you know. Sometimes you want a little bit extra after we've done just weight training. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, other side. 2 rounds of this, same thing, okay? Really lift into that neutral position, then extending that leg, kicking it out, bend the knee, and bring it down. Oh yeah. Grab some water real fast. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift, extend, extend, bend, and down. Lift, extend, pull it out, and down. Nice and controlled. Whoops, I did it wrong too. So we're lifting, extending, and bending, and coming down. Really thinking through keeping those hips nice and stable. You're really activating the core to keep your body nice and stable through this activity. I know it's a lot to think about. Nice work. 3, 2, 1. Rest. I couldn't do the 3, 2, 1 and remember what I was doing. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift, extend, out, bend, and down. Lifting and extending, really picturing this is it. This is all we got. Then we're cool down, right? Almost there. Ten more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, come on down in that child's pose. Oh yeah, that feels good after sitting there. And then come on up, drop those hips, look on up. Oh yeah. Nice and controlled. And then come on up, half kneel. You're gonna grab that foot, stretch out that quad, and get that hip flexor stretched out. Okay, and I'm gonna have you push against this knee and twist just a little bit, opening up that trunk and that hip flexor a little bit. Nice deep breaths. And then you're gonna sit back and stretch out that hamstring. Nice work. And then come back down into child's pose. Come up, drop those hips and look up. And then we're bringing up the other leg, grabbing that foot, and then opening that up. Nice deep breath. And then straighten that knee out. And then come on down and sit and cross that foot over. Walk that up to get a nice good hip stretch on the other side. Oh yeah, get opening up that hip a little bit. Nice work. And then come on down in the other side. We'll lift that up. Again, the link below will be for another quick workout. Really fast warm up, really fast cool down. Just a little quick kick, getting that heart rate up there. And then grab those feet, pull that together and lift on up. Really opening those hips a little bit differently. Getting those inner thighs. Okay, and then we're gonna reach over. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna reach down and across. Ooh yeah, getting that little back a little bit. And then come on up and reach up and then reach across diagonal and finish here. 3, 2, 1. Oh, thank you for joining me. High five on that. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up that you rock that. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel below. And have a great day.